Senate President Godswill Akpabio has attributed the low success rate of female politicians in Nigeria to women themselves, saying they often vote for male candidates during elections. Akpabio made the remark on Tuesday while hosting members of the European Union Parliament's Foreign Affairs Committee, led by Mr. David McAllister at the National Assembly in Abuja. He expressed concern that despite women constituting nearly half of Nigeria's voting population, their representation in governance remains very low, with only 4 female senators and 17 female members in the House of Representatives. Describing the figures as unacceptable, Akpabio called for collective efforts to promote gender inclusion in politics. The Senate President said the National Assembly is working on measures and possible constitutional amendments to create more opportunities for women in leadership. He also pledged continued collaboration with advocacy groups such as the Black Women's Forum to empower and support women in seeking elective offices. Nze, what is your take on this story?
First, the accusation or the reason for lack of women inclusion in government, he blamed it on the women themselves. To a large extent, I may agree with him on that. But I believe that if we flog that, if we overflog that, we might be creating a different sentiment altogether.
How?
Yes, especially among men and women. You know, when it comes to election, women are always greater in number. Women are always greater in number. And if a woman candidate or a female candidate is contesting against a male candidate, if all the females should vote for the male, definitely, I mean for the female, definitely a woman will win. But the truth is that in Nigeria, we've not seen votes count. Yes, and when the male counterparts may come with talks, ballot snatching, flexing of financial muscles, you discover that the female counterpart wouldn't have all those ability to do that, to do as they...
Have women been able to change systems in Nigeria before? Have women been able
yes, to an extent.
To force the government to have a rethink? Have women been able to change policies in the government in Nigeria before?
In a very minute way. In a
How
very minute way.
About women's riot of 1921.
Yes, we understand.
How do you say I can go on and on to quote?
No, yeah, I know you
how
have.
Even single women have changed the trajectory of things.
I have those points there. But why I say in a very minute way, right from 1999 to date, I can point to the fact that we began to hear of NAFDAC when Dora Akunyili mounted the stool. We began to hear about NAFDAC. We began to hear about fake drugs, fake food products, and things like that. And we saw how Akunyili fought. I was very close to Akunyili during that period. And I saw her passion for this country. She needed things to go well. Now, number 2, we had somebody like Obies Ezekwesili. When she came to education, I was in Ohaneze by that time. So through Ohaneze, I could reach her at that level. And we saw what she did in education. Her development and policies actually supposed to have lifted the education standard in Nigeria. But unfortunately, when Adamu came, everything plunged head down. And things couldn't hold anymore. That we are struggling the way we are struggling today. And they have not seen another education minister who had come up to uphold something tangible. Not during that of Yeso Wike, and was the name of that federal minister, and Yeso Wike was the Minister of State. Then the time of this one that is there now, was it Alausa? You see what is happening. That is like the man doesn't even have policy. They came today, they told us mathematics will no longer be binding on art students. Next moment they come and say...
But let's not deflect.
No, I'm coming to the trajectory of women performances in Nigerian politics. Now, those few persons that I've just mentioned, even Okonjo-Iweala and the rest of them, you see that actually they were appointees. They were not elected officials.
Okay.
Now, those elected officials, you saw what Vejie Tiaba, the way she was booted out of government in Anambra State. Mm-hmm. You saw the Patricia Ete, I think, was it Patricia Ete, the House of Rep speaker? Mm. Yeah, Patricia Ete Nat, yes, I think I should be correct.
Yes.
Now, Ete
was facing allegations.
Yes, that's the problem.
That was part of the things that affected
her. So, those people that were elected, you begin to wonder what they have been able to do. They have not really shown us capacity. Look at in Rivers State. I know Betty Apiafe from 2007 that she went to the House of Reps. From that 2007 till now, Betty is still, in fact, she has climbed from House of Reps to Senate. And up till now, I've not seen a tangible thing that Betty has done.
Is her name known?
Eh?
Is her name known in Rivers State?
Maybe as I'm just mentioning her now, you will be wondering who is Betty. But she's a senator representing a constituency, senatorial district in Rivers State.
How many women has she brought up in politics?
Just tell me. Now
I'm asking you. You know her.
I'm saying that most of these women have not really shown capacity. That's why I appointed those that have shown very minute capacity, like Akonyele, Obi, and
Akonyele's capacity was not minute. Okonjo-Iweala
why I said minute considering to the federal the influence that we expected from women, as in to show capacity. You just pointed about women riot and this or that. You know, we had expected women to thrive. Now, do you know why in the last general election I supported a woman strongly? Because I had one-on-one talk with that woman about what she wanted to achieve for Rivers State. I said, madam, I will go with you and I will market you. And I supported Labour Party candidate. I'm talking about Chief Mrs. Beatrice Itubo. You know, that woman has capacity. And we expected that if she had won the election, maybe without the rest of the troubles that will come, definitely that woman would have turned Rivers State based on the blueprint I had about her plans for Rivers State. But unfortunately, you see that some of the things that stopped women from thriving in elective positions or offices is, number one, financial limitation. Number two, we've not seen women that have shown outright capacity in changing the trajectory, the negative trajectory of Nigerian politics. We've not seen them. So, and when we were campaigning for this woman, you know, I took for granted that she's a woman. For that, I engaged most of the women groups. And I expected that they definitely will give her a support. But do you know that it wasn't like that? It didn't go that way. Rather, the people that gave her much of the vote were men counterpart, not men folks, not even the women. Because at some point, I saw a woman in the same Labour Party fighting her tooth and nail. A woman, I didn't just want to call name. And I know that when she listens to me, she will know how much I have engaged her and how much I have fought against her to make sure she allowed this woman have her way.
All right.
But finally, it didn't work out. So when Akpabio come to say that
women are
the reason why women
politicians
I don't agree with him completely. But yet, women do not support themselves. And the reason is because they have not seen capacity in most of the people. Like I mentioned, if up till now, since Apiafe had been there, Betty, I've not seen anything she has produced in Rivers State. If she's producing and hiding, then her media group are not helping her.